I am the co-founder of Gambian Talents Promotion, Gambian Talents Multimedia, and also the Executive Director of the Washington West African Center. Thank you all for coming, and thank you to everybody around the world who is watching this press conference. First of all, I want to apologize to the Gambia Red Cross Society. I want to state that they have nothing to do with this. We are tenants here. This is nothing to do with the Red Cross. This is exclusively our project, and we will take it on. This is not what I wish to be doing today. I have several appointments, several things to do, but I cut everything to make sure that I call this press conference. I want to recognize the presence of Mr. Salif Cham, who is the program manager at Jamano TV. I also want to recognize Mr. Malik Cham, who is in fact the primary reason why we are here today. Yesterday at this time, we were at the Banjul City Council doing coverage. I'll get into that in a little bit. He is the one I was covering that led to myself getting slapped. I have Yusuf Jata sitting next to me. He is right now a household name in the Gambia. One of the biggest TikTokers in this country. Yusufa is a success story of mine. I'm happy to see about 9 media houses here today, and I am glad to say that 5 of these media houses covering, I'm seeing the camera people, are byproducts or interns of Gambian Talents TV, who I trained for free of charge, which led for them to be employed today. So my contribution to the development of this country cannot be underestimated. I am in the Gambia in my capacity, first as the Executive Director of the Washington West African Center. This is a non-profit that I founded in Washington State that takes care of the welfare of West African citizens, including Gambians, and we provide cultural relevant services to them. When people have problems paying their bills or rent, my office helps to pay that. When people have difficulty getting documents or to regularize their status, my office helps them to acquire attorneys, lawyers, and provide them with language interpretation, transportation, and a host of other things for them to adjust their status. Pour ñu mëna am lu ñu mëna yónnee ci dëkk bi fii pour jàppale seen mbokk yi. Last year, 13 West African citizens passed away in Washington State. Suma office ñoo leen taxaw to make sure that they got a befitting burial either in the United States or their bodies were repatriated back home. We have an after-school program and a project for the youth of the West Africa, or youth of West African youths and kids in Washington, and it's called the BIDU program. BIDU as in BIDU star. We jël suñu làkk bi, our languages, teaching these kids West African culture and tradition. A lot of people who don't know the struggles that we go through in the United States or in the diaspora, they are enormous. I have lived in the United States for 20 years, and the first 15 years were all struggles. I could not even come to the Gambia. Food to eat was a problem for me. I was arrested, I was lied to, manipulated, arrested, and detained by the United States government. Released on an order of supervision and put on a monitoring bracelet for 9 months. The quest for independence led me to travel from one state to another. My daw nobu wante ak ñom like crazy. Ngir buga tekki, buga luma am indi ko sumari. During this time, I struggled a lot, but I did a lot as I was away, going through my struggles. Sending money to this country to take care of my family, establish something to tap, nurture, and promote Gambian talents and culture, while informing, educating, and entertaining Gambians through those talents. As a result, I established Washington West African Center because I went through lots of struggles and I needed lots of resources that I did not have access to. I created the institution to make sure that my people that came from where I come from, knowing that the United States could be a land where discrimination is very visible and tangible and can happen to anybody, I created this institution to support my people, to make sure that they don't go through the difficulties I went through, or if they are going through it, that it is minimized. Now, I am here to represent the Washington West African Center. I'm on a tour of West Africa. I started in Cape Verde. I was treated like a king. And those who follow me on social media keenly would know what I'm talking about, because all these pictures and videos are posted there. From there, I went to Senegal. Equally. If you follow me on social media, you will see my pictures and videos. I was so eager to come to the Gambia, where I hope to be based or to stay, and be traveling to the rest of the other countries. Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Guinea, Mali, you name it. I was very eager. But my audience started at Kara when I was coming. Bimaneke, Senegal, when I was in Senegal, I did lots of interviews with the media there. Not only that, every country that I go, I am requesting to have audience with the presidents of those countries, including the Gambia. For full transparency, my letter is at State House wanting to meet President Adama Barrow. I am requesting to have meetings with the ministers of culture and tourism, because my office does a lot with tourism and culture. And yesterday, my first appointment was with the Minister of Tourism and Culture, Ahmad Ba, who I already met yesterday morning, to talk to him about tourism and culture and the contribution that my office is doing. In the past 2 years, I'm happy to inform Gambians that my office have brought in nothing less than $2 million into this country to support the cultural sector of the Gambia. We have produced over 20 songs with different artists, and those who follow my social media will see it. Nyancho is one of them. Jalimadi is one of them. Aliu Badra of Humanity Stars is one of them. Bright Stars Entertainment is one of them. The last song we did was awareness creation on domestic violence. The video is not even out. Jaliba Piate and Maria Machango, the artists we contracted. Not only do we contract the musicians, the producers. I work with Halam Studio. Tara would be watching this. We put money in the pockets of Gambian producers like Halam Studio. Put money in the pockets of Singate, Frikijo, J-Life Music. I am working with these producers to produce content. Comedians like Kida Ufati have done stuff for me and my office. Mam Demba and his group, different cultural groups that are into acting. Yusuf Ajata that is sitting here to declare testimony. He is a former intern of Gambian Talents. I mentioned it, a success story. Now he is not my student, he is not my junior. He is a partner of mine that my office does work with. We contract him to do work for my office in the United States, and we pay him. And he will say that in a little bit. So wanting to come to the Gambia, I was in Senegal. If I now put my media hat, when I was in Senegal, President Macky Sall was launching a project at Grand Theatre 2 weeks ago, 2 Thursdays ago, exactly 2 weeks ago. I was at Grand Theatre this time, 2 Thursdays ago, because Senegal was launching a new project on technology, and Macky Sall was launching it. It was a very tense moment. I did exactly what I did yesterday. The coverage of that event. Asked the supporters of Macky Sall and people their very critical question. Asked supporters of Ousman Joof very critical question. Went all over the place, interviewed ministers, the Minister of Youth and Sports, the Minister of Technology, some mayors, like the mayor of Gejawai. I interviewed all these people. If you follow Gambian Talents, you will see democracy was at play. Nobody assaulted, nobody hurt me, nobody touched me, nobody said anything. Why should I come to my country and be abused? I thought gone were the days when Gambian people will be fearful for their lives. And I want to be on record to say that I am fearful for my life at this point. And that is why I went to the police and gave a report. Now, for respect for the rule of law, we will definitely not go back or go into details. We would wish to not go into the details about the merits of this case because it has now become a legal matter. And somebody that is that has respect for rule of law have decided not to go into details about the merits of the case. I will wish I don't. Last night, I was at the Banjul police station to lodge a complaint, an official complaint. Prior to that, after the incident happened, because we belong to the Gambian media fraternity, there is a body responsible for the media in the Gambia, which is the Gambian Press Union. We did the needful, contacted the president of the union, who is Mr. M.S. Ba, who led us to Mr. Jawo, who is the safety officer of GPU, and we were constantly in touch. Even 30 minutes ago, I was in touch with them, and from here, we will be heading back to the police with the GPU because we have some things that we need to sort out. Now, I want to say that I will be coming to give a report of things that has happened, not only to me, Siman Lamuji, between 2017 and today, since I established Gambian Talents TV, empowering young people, not the average, not the privileged young person of the Gambia. The internship program that we offer, that we provide at Gambian Talents, is for the underprivileged young people of this country. People that have been to the back way and were deported or they returned by themselves because amuñ ci luñ jappa dañ jaaxle seen family soxla ñu mëna dimbale seen bopp amuñ ci luñ jappa. Those are the young people that we empower and give them an opportunity to learn media. We empower young people that did not finish school. ñoo xam ne they dropped out of school. All those who went to school and they graduated, they did not have the academic qualification, which is 5 or more credits to get into tertiary institution. Wala boog ñoo xam ne seen loxo jotul seen gannaaw seen parents yi mënuñ leen a fayal, their parents cannot pay for them. Those are the people that we empower. We give an opportunity to come here and learn. We empower young people of this country who are attending madrasas and want a future in media that run helter-skelter going places. I'm happy to see Alassane back in the middle of this crowd. Just Barkidema Friday, Lamuje Suma office, when I came, he came to bring me his cameras to say Toro Alassane TV, wherever it is. Dama ñëw nga ñaanal ma. And tanka suma sëriñ dara. Jakuma si dara. Some of these young people are here today. They are part of the new batch of interns. Alassane told me, dama jeexal school, jakuma si dara. Ma nekk di struggle. Went through every place, mu ngi nii taxaw duma ko fenal. Dama daan doxee ca Bokoto, ñëw ba Westfield, ma taalal yooni Jimpex bi. Bem jeex, di drop ay application letters everywhere, nobody takes me. The next day, ma jël Kairaba Avenue. Them all the way, nobody cares about me or says anything to me. The next day, ma jël yooni Serekunda. Ma dem ba give up, I did not have any job. Alassane a ngi nii. Kenn jëlut ma. Ma delluwaat ca dëkk ba. To village them the bay. I'm saying it word for word. Mu ngi nii taxaw ma delluwaat di bay bés suma mag moo ma gis si tool yi ñu si tool yi di bay mu ne ma Alassane lii cannot happen ñun fayluñ la school pour yow nga ñëw nekkaat ci tool yi nii di bay ak ñun. We did not send you to school to come back and be a farmer like us. dañ bëgg nga tekki nga dimbale sa bopp dimbale suñu famille. Dellu ci combo whatever it takes pour nga succeed. Didn't go to when I moved this advertisement on Gambian Talents for the internship program, he applied. Then my big give up over a month and a half, thinking he lost hope. He started having suicidal thoughts. We get a call from Gambian Talents that he is shortlisted into the internship program. When Alassane was accepted into the program, Munyo, Bokasi Nyuharani had lots of opportunity. Knew nothing about media. Today, I'm happy to say, his microphone is here. One of these mics you are looking at, Toro Alassane TV. Not only is he doing that, but he has also taken other interns in Finekalon. ñoo xam ne Gambian Talents dañ jàngee liggéey bi, like Fatmata Kurubari. I just saw Mariama Sisa pulled up. I'm seeing lots of faces. ñi fi taxaw ni yépp ñu bari. Fii lañ jàngee for free of charge. Mohamed Bay Garme ngi ni Eye Africa TV. All the TV stations. Aïssatou Touré nga GRTS, the state broadcaster. I'm not making this up. Ñu ngi nii toog ñoom ñëpp Majority of these people here are young people I have trained for free of charge that would have been criminals. Nekk ci mbedd mi di sàcc di tappale xale yi jigéen ñi ñuy daanu seen kaw wala di leen biiral. I gave them a future. This country needs to respect me for free of charge. ñu ngi nii kenn si ñoom musuta fay a butut to be trained. I don't talk about these things, but tey waxtu wax jot jaamu lu ma la siita wala na mbaafola. When we did the graduation on the same ground, I invited the wife of the president, Her Excellency Madam Fatoumata Babaro, and the former Minister of Information, Ibrahim Silla. Mutaha Wako, Ibrahim Silla said it. This is a project that government should have taken up. And it should have cost government millions of dollars. The video records are there. Ibrahim Silla can today yes it and for Pa Ousman to take it up as an individual citizen. We cannot overcome this. The wife of the president promised to support the endeavor. And of course, at one instance, she called the office and offered us $50,000, which we appreciate. I have secured a license from NACA, the National Accreditation Authority, to make this an established institution, tertiary training college. The certificate can be utilized internationally. And I'm happy to say that this latest batch of young people sitting here will be the ones whose certificates will be accredited by NACA. And I was at NACA 2 days ago having a meeting with the director of NACA. Yesterday, when this thing happened, for more transparency, I was at the National Assembly having a meeting with the Deputy Speaker, sitting guy, because my office does a lot of advocacy work. In the United States, I meet lawmakers, I influence laws. Currently, the United States, Washington State government is actually giving out stimulus or a tax credit to encourage people to go back to work and stimulate the economy. They're giving residents of the state $1,100. My office is working. We are the mouthpiece of the Washington State government, Suma office, that is doing outreach on this project. This January, that Bupaseni at February, my office was part of over 50 organizations, immigrant-related rights organizations, that influence policy by engaging lawmakers of Washington State. And the governor ended up signing a bill that led to a stimulus being given to this government of the Gambia, and everywhere to people who were affected by COVID. In the United States, we were discriminated. Undocumented folks, my office joined other organizations. We work hard to make sure that they got a stimulus. And Washington State government gave $306 million that was divided between over 110,000 undocumented immigrants in Washington State, including Gambians, who see $3,100, which is over $150,000. My office is doing all of this. Now, in the process of empowering young people, they get frustrated. In 2019, Gambian talent reporter, Ibrahim Jambang, who was also an intern here, was covering the tour of President Adam Abad. And as the president got to Lamin Koto, Lamin Koto and Janjambure ferry crossing, Yursi were trying to have some issues with the entourage, supposedly trying to block the president. Ibrahim Jambang was only doing his job. Fuñ dem meeting rally, ñu taxaw lu president bi wax ñepp tàccu raw ñu jël ko dañ bëgg ñu génné loolu. Now, if the youth say the president was not going to pass Ibrahim Jambang covering that was his alleged crime. Some supposed interpreter of the president took the law into his hand, abused Jambang, ñu door ko assault ko, ma sonna si loolu be buga dee. Mais government spokesperson Ibrahima Sankare dafa am ko taxaw si benn si seen rally and apologize for us. Ñu jógee ci loolu on June 20, 2020, Ibu Nketa, who was also a camera person here, ñii di toog fii wala ñi fi jaaroon bokk ak moom xam nañ Ibu Keita. He was also assaulted by the Gambian police force in the process of doing his job because the drivers were protesting and Ibu Keita was assaulted. In early 2020, my wife Fatou Samba was assaulted at the airport as she was doing her job, arrested and detained for several hours. Dama tëdd diggi guddi gi nelaw ñu xool ma ne arrest nañ sa gars yi ma am pour jóg nekk ci téléphone bi ñuy lijjanti all night. Oh, I have to do a live video for you buy them. And they haven't committed any crime besides doing their work. Duñ leen dee mun a wax anything te mu jëw fenn. I'm talking about evidence here. In January 2022, Ibrahima Jatta, a reporter here too, right after the presidential election. Of course, when there was the paramilitary officers threw tear gas at the people who were at lawyer Hussein Udabo's house in Pipeline, my camera, my office camera, computer, and stuff, non lañ ko ñàkkee ba tey, very expensive equipment that was thousands of dollars because they threw tear gas and my reporters and journalists were running and camera crew were running for their life. Suñ bagage yi ñu sàcc ko. You hospitalized them. The next day we sent Ibrahima Jatta there, he also get assaulted. This time, I'm just talking about what my team in the Gambia are going through. This time it was the militants of the UDP who assaulted Ibrahima Jatta. This is all on record. They called him names, assaulted him. And they called him mandate. I'm stating facts, and these are things that are on record. The Cub-Scout journalist, I will give it to you. I have it. This was UDP this time. Myself, Damanyo Kerati Deji Aji Tukujalo. I was there. That was my first encounter. In fact, I was at Tukujalo's funeral to pay respect to a stateswoman. And right with my reporters, I was greeting Sidato. This lady came and started abusing me. And she identified herself as a member of Team Sobea as her father, Steve. That Sunekuton Dej, Tinal Defatekyo. This is what she told me. I thought she was joking, but she was very serious. That Gambian Talents TV wrote and said things about SFR. I said, did we say anything that was not right? Did we misrepresent? Did we misquote? Did we mislead the public? She couldn't tell me. Eventually, I had to excuse myself, take myself out. Jotul ma wax turam. What mu ne team sobe yalla jóge politicians in this country. In 2018 or 2018, Lamin D. Sise was also an intern here, one of the first batch of interns. Since nomination of Rambo Jatta, Lenko assaulted, and this was APRC, when Rambo was trying to contest to be the mayor of KMC that year. APRC, UDP, Team Sobea, NPP Wahino. Yima Wahni Juse, but it is either NPP or the state. Yima Wahni is either NPP or the state. These are young people who are trying. 345 is in Basse, a young person that's also very passionate about media. Amursi Karia, Gambian Talents empowered him, trained him, Muneka for the report on a fateful day. You get for arrest, you buttage. He went through so much. I'm saddened to inform Gambians, Nila Karia Sirifo because his family put him under pressure. Demba Sumaya Nela Wood. Kaisi Suba Nela Wood. Mungi Jahle. Mungi call. They're trying to get me to stop. Quit media. To quit this. I apologize to my family for the pain that they go through. March was protected. sàkku naa suma ñaan yaay wax naa ko ne ñaanal ma and allow us to continue to do what we do because we cannot allow this thing to happen. Rey nañ damma nañ laa fi siri foo fay damma laa fi ñeneen suma xel ci yow this young man la ñu I have no doubt suma wax ak moom àggagul but I have no doubt that his family will be pressurizing him. That's what we saw and heard. It's what happened during former President Yaya Jammeh's era. You gis ko ci TRRC and heard what was being said. Now all these examples that I just gave were Gambian talents, staff and interns, reporters and camera crew that were assaulted and abused, either by the state or people that are trying to gain power, pour talk, lead through the country. Enough is enough and I need to stop. If their leadership are not aware of these things, if they are not the ones directly perpetrating it, they are aware of it and they need to reorientate their followers. For you harm that journalists and the media are only doing their work and we are the fourth estate for the country. Suñ liggéey dafa over am solo ci dëkk bi fii na doo ko kuma baata ñu banko country and we should be respected and treated with dignity and respect. I went everywhere. I traveled all over. The bokkuma ci moo gën du man kenn li ma gis ci dëkk bi fii is very alarming and we are calling the president Adama Barrow and his team at NPP for ñu try to reorientate their supporters, their followers. The officers that did this, for the record, I want to say they are not members of the Gambia police force or any security apparatus of this country. They are not. So in police uniform, they had their own uniform. It was in police. In fact, I want to be on record to say that it was the members of the Gambia police force who saved me, who saved this young man together with my cameras, because I saw them following him on top of it. The police were standing there. This young man became safe when he saw 3 police officers standing at the junction of Moss Road and Independence Drive, Murombale Rectangle, from Bunti BCC all the way to Moss Road. Before him, I guess 3 police officers still and Kena Sinyom when they were arresting him. I'm saying this because these videos are online. Kena Sinyom when they were arresting him, he was right there with him. It's sad and unfortunate, and something needs to be done. I have shown solidarity to my colleagues in the media. I remember when Hamudu Bojang of Home Digital FM and Membe Caring TV was arrested and his media house shut down after 3 years shutdown. I remember when King FM, Nyom Jibi were arrested. We showed solidarity to them. Kir Fatou, I remember showing solidarity to my sister Fatou Ture and her team because their staff was abused, were abused and assaulted. I remember showing solidarity to my brother Lamin of iAfrica TV because his staff was assaulted. I remember showing solidarity to my sister Fatou Kamara of the Fatou Network. Very recently, in the past 2 or 3 years, didn't allow my family. I'm very good at showing solidarity to them and condemning whatever happens to them. And I'll do it. But it happens to my colleagues. I've mentioned at least 7 to 8 different instances that my own staff were assaulted and abused and maltreated by either the state or political parties. And it's not okay. We condemn it in its entirety. I demand an apology from the NPP party. I demand an apology from the individuals, the perpetrators, alleged perpetrators of this. And the matter is in court. I want to do my best to not get into the merits of the case because we respect due process. But I want to thank the Gambia Police Force for their intervention because I might not have been sitting here. They came, they had tasers. They came at me very aggressively. They went at him very aggressively. And for they won't tell me to talk most likely. They are very violent and this needs to be stopped. I call all Gambians now. We Liro Sujata Nantongola. Collectively fight this together and say no to it. We are ordinary citizens. This is not why Gambia and Gambians voted for President Adama Barrow, and I want to remind him of that. He needs to make a concerted effort to actually redress and address the solution. I'm here. I want to reiterate again that Manfego, my life is in danger. My life is in danger. As they are threatened. Even people that were trying to remind them or inform them that journalists are, or I am the founder of Gambian Talents, they care less. This second day, for the respect of the people watching, I would not repeat some of the things that they said, but they insulted and threatened. And one of them even followed me as I was going to my car, which was parked on Marina Parade. Because my tears my camera and turned around, he quickly rushed and just my cut to face him. But and I'm telling the president to address them. I'm telling the NPP to address them and reorientate them. The green boys are coming again. I see these people as the green boys of the NPP. And you never have responsibility to address them. I am open to any question, but before that, I will just allow my brother here. I want to recognize Mr. Salifu Cham again, once again, the program director of Gamano TV. They are with us in this. We share the pain together. It was us yesterday, and Tima mentioned me, we are barely 2 years old as an institution. With, that is growing. We've been constantly in touch with the and we will try to, inshallah, fight this together. The entire journalist fraternity, everybody, Gambians around the world are paying, sending their tributes and showing us solidarity. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. On behalf of the media, we appreciate all of your support, and we say no to brutality. We say no to all these assaults that are happening to journalists. Thank you. I will now allow Malik to share his story.
On the ground, cover the program on the Banjul, the story of the Malik law and the councils. The business and president for the law because the issue was there. Then cover the legal cover already. The program is not already. So on our way going, we did get the deputy. We just the councillor called Tunko Jambi. We have a person called on the gate of the Banjul City Council. So I'm fully as a journalist and a cameraman. Then I put them with cover on. So we can cover my you know what I'm gonna show up to the wall, not only to the Gambians but to the wall. Because the Funagala need to set out the media. So them will definitely have the money back. The coverage. While we get coverage, a group of youths, because I can say youths, a group of youths, you represent the NPP councillors, like I represent as a bodyguard. So we are here, come to Ousman Joof, we are not wearing any shirt being a one in it. These people are from this place. But all we can identify is that the sort of a dress code, it was an ash color. I can even say it was the color of the flag for the president, the protocol president party. So I'm going away on that smart cameraman, Senior School House in Bono, and with other media. But unfortunately, we don't know what in front. Ousman was next to me. So you do camera, we do camera from Senior Sama, Senior Bank. So you know what we do as my camera, we sagan day. So we sagan day, my far right to say, Manako should get another, they only get. So I think Rulu Moko Nahari, then I'm a hit Mamute one Pesta, this electrical soccer. So Umko Yiti, Mandika Ponyama, Bata, Badurelo, Muditma, Pesta Momo Dansma, Batten, then Mokasma Batten. So my intention should try for it just to defend myself, because sometimes I do because the job I'm doing doesn't allow me to hit anyone or to assault anyone. So no last time back we did tripod because we don't have to tripod because this time we should be going to one. so dama ekkati tripod bi ma wàcce waat ko just to create distance suñu diggante keneen ki jógee fële ne la ma hit ma si gémmiñ bu ma hitee si gémmiñ then ma gis ne these people are ready to fight me te ñu ngi si crowd su ma taayee foofu at the end of the day mënuñu identify who is who wala kan moo ma hit then ma try pour daw back so moo doon daw ñoom ñu ngi maa toppa waaye si ñoom seen senses ak seen mind taxul leen ne caméra si ñu ngi around everywhere suñ toppee kii dinañ génn so man I know ne loolu mu ngi fa happen already so ma demee ba si même am distance man ma taxaw ok man maa taxaw just after police because gis naa ne distance mu ngi am soo seetaanee vidéo bi nga gis ne bu ma taxawee day see distance boo xam ne ñu ngee daw di ñëw di ma fekk si so if at all it was a race maa ñoom mun naa dem ba si aaj bi ma jot man maa taxaw foofu mu nekk ay distance stop after police then passement mu ngeen daw si di ñëw mu ngeen oto ay woot di wax police ne da ngeen am pour dimbale ko interfere on this if not mën nañ koo gaañ wala ñu rey ko so si la benn police bi jël step bu ñëw waaye police bi de moment mu ngi egsi si man mu tombé car accident so ñu ne dañ koo yóbbu they don't even say a word of arrest because they are not working in any institution in this Gambia. They are just normal like us as we see. Because so look any identification boo xam ne dina wane ne you are from this place nobody will wax ne ok fine yow fii nga nekk fi la nga nekk but soo gisee nit with a camera war nga xam kii lan la moo def nekkul loo xam ne dafa jël a normal simple phone di caméra yaa nga gis with a caméra boo xam ne ñun Gambia fii nekk nañ si state boo xam ne kenn duy dox ak caméra façon caméra yi si biir dëkk bi koo xam ne nekkul di liggéey si media house so soo ko gisee war nga ko mun a jox dal respect raada koo xam ne mu ngi téye mic ak tripod so suñ demee si that position ñoo leen def foofu noonu wax nañoo gars yi follow bi so bu ñu gisee maa ngi Ousman daw si na mu ngi vidéo mu ngi wax gars yi ne kii journaliste yi na koo dóor am na yeneen order ladies yoo xam ne ñu ngi ñëw ñu ngi wax gars yi ne kii journaliste yi na koo dóor ana xamewu leen kii si biir nit ok then ma ne Ousman ne keep on taking the video this has to go viral so moo ko this has to go viral then ñu bàyyi ma ñu hit ko moom pour nangu fu na bi si loxo so push and pull moo ñëw mu am fu ko hit so bu ko hitee still sega na waaye béykat mu ngi concentré soo xoolee vidéo bi da ngay gis saa boo xam ne vidéo bi mu ngi slide mu ngi shake because bu ko hitee téléphone bi push and pull bi ak ñoom so buñ delloo après si la ma seeni wax ne ok nañ dem fële ne media baa fa après gars yi we need to talk to the media then you make sure everybody knows what is happening ok but immediately bu nga xamee ne this is going viral ñoom ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi sol vest code bi dañ move dañ dem so mënuñ la wax fu gars yi dem so dañ disappear all around the whole day ñu ngi Banjul ñu ngi try to make a search about these people but mënuñoo gis gars yi we don't even know where they located if you look at all these people amul kenn ki nga xam ne location boo xam ne foofu la dëkk right now but comme ni ko Ousman waxee rek thanks to the Gambian police force because dem nañ direction bi ko and they were the support of this mais li nekkul right loo xam ne lu war a amul la so as for now ñu ngi try to see how to further this case because lii dafa nekk loo xam ne we deserve respect from these people. None of these politicians are paying us to do this. You can see our TVs, concentrate on artists in Gambia, concentrate on youth empowering in Nigeria. But we are doing this also in politics. So we say you call them politics. It doesn't mean they come like, they call them is it violence or anything. No. They do everything more visible to Gambians. Politics in Gambia are very visible. Ñun dañ sonn ci dëkk bi. Kii dafa ñëw mu wax lii Fatou ñoo wax lii Demba ñoo wax lii so everything has to be proved. Demba luy xew Banjul su nekkoon media si nekkuñ fa wax boobu dina dem ba 10 years time bi Musa Jeen because different stories moo fa nekka different stories moo fa xamul Demba that different stories bu fa nekka moo isi all this violence at the end of the day moo isi all this violence so ñun suñu liggéey bu ñu nekk def dafa nekk liggéey boo xam ne we are doing this for the Gambia 1 2 for the world because comme ni ma ko defee doomu Gambians in every part in this world and they are part of us, they are Gambians. So it's very important to you put respect to this. And to me also, the more I'm here, yep, yala mo ko actor. Maya nyan Gambians, pull you nyan and new media, you support into this because the end of the last topic. Because all media houses, they got a free. They were free to manage. Da nga wara dem place wala duga sa ñu problème ñu nga wone sa media card ñu la jana da nga man press card from the organizers. Journalists are free as far as am na card anyway afo am na mëna fa dem jëli fa information war na fa mëna def ak card but da nga gis ne Gambia fi dañuy ràññee. They always pick people from people. They will pick you from among the people that they know you, they know your background, they know where you are from, then you don't like influence in your if they don't know you, you put that aside. So li nga xam ne dafa war a jeex si dëkk bi fii dañu war a taxaw ñu xeex ko tey soo xoolee media 97% yëpp we are all youth soo demee si yeneen dëkk yi seen 75% 80% si yëpp there are over 8 of youths but lan moo tax ñun Gambien ñu taxaw as a youth ñu def nii man tey politique party boo dem dañuy taxaw ñu ne Malick is with us because I know what I'm doing, I know my job. I'm not here to criticize anyone. Luma wara def like that. If I sit with UDP in my platform, then therefore I said, I'm hate. Because I'm not everything. When it comes to this local government election, I'm part of the youngest journalists who got this interview with me. Most of this, on board is very difficult. I ask them questions, when you say, but then therefore so at the end of the day, so I can monitor the outcome. They may happen now. I was in Banjul the whole day, like my family, they caught in and out. So my because she was very stressed. I'm not at that moment, she would try to stop me from this work. So I need to avoid him. I don't want because I know that he's a man, you know, everything. So at the end of the day, almost 100 messages. I don't reply anybody because everybody is concerned. This is media. Even TikTok, people are texting me from TikTok, and I'm not getting used to TikTok. People are texting me from TikTok. They're like, what is happening? What is happening? So at the end of the day, never serious. You as a Gambians, you know what heavy. You Gambians, you know what you focus on this. Then you know come home. You feel like you wanna take case, but the legal bill and your there's no legal you couldn't come as a volunteer. You are not used to do this voluntarily in the rest of your life. yaa ngi ñaan pour ëllëg si compagnie booy liggéey wala media house booy liggéey pour ñu door de la fay di moment ñu recognize sa liggéey so kon liggéey bi ñu dañ ko war a jàpp ñaari loxo te pour ñu jàpp ko ñaari loxo mooy dañu war a xeex every freedom boo xam ne war nañ ko mën a am in Gambia because suñu amul freedom si Gambia fii any other place fu ñu dem duñ am freedom ñu sa kër suñu respecté bu respecté mbedd bi dañ laa respect so Gambia daal anyway things are totally changed time is Jammeh dañ doon wax ne journalist bi am freedom pour wax dégg naa di président Adama Barrow on this speech duñ Gambia election bi wax na mu ne Gambia is different with other countries fi nga xam ne dañoo téye journalist yi di leen tëj dégg la loolu dégg la Gambia duñ téye journalist yi tëj gisaguñ fi Gambia fii parce que after moom bu mu toogee bi de gisuñ fi mu toogee mu dee order ne ngeen arrest journalist but people these people that did this to me they are behind this party ndax ñooñu dégguñ moom mu doon wax loolu so now I'm and I don't command him and I don't say that he should be doing it by force. But it's his responsibility. For mu tek ñooñu on the media, comme ni ñu toogee si media bi di wax lu ñu naan ak ni ñu ko defee this disgrace on the media, na ko tegee parti on the media mu won leen what is the right to do in this country. That's my last one. Thank you very much.
So a very chaotic moment. Yéen a ko gis noonu ñu ngi gis nag time bii nii ñu ngi gis sort police and other people ñu ngi nii nag Pa Ousman nag min moo xam ne moom Gambian Talents TV kenn xamut lu mu def wangu so excuse me please.
I am here doing reporting of whatever is happening. Young man I know from nowhere was running. I followed them. Only for them to start attacking me, touching my phone, holding it, calling me names and said I should stop what I was broadcasting and I will not stop it for any reason. And of course, eventually, some of them held my phone, almost broke it, and one of them slapped me on my face. I don't appreciate it, and I will tell President Adama Barrow to talk to his men. This is a law of laws. I did not leave United States to come here to be abused. And I will not take it lightly. I will not take it lightly. This needs to stop. This is not why the Gambian people voted in for President Adama Barrow. And this needs to stop.
After this, what's going to be your stand?
I will get the service of a lawyer and I will take due process. I don't know the gentleman's name, but I recognize him. I have all of them on camera. All of them. They broke the face. They were punching the young man in his face, and they broke his face. I will take due process. I'm not taking this lightly. Jogewuma America ñëw suma dëkk pour ñu toroxal ma. Liggéey moo ma fi indi. Dooleel suma dëkk moo ma fi indi. Gis suma mbokk yi moo ma fi indi. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. That's the young man that was being abused. Yes.
I would like to talk to Pamodu in fact. I would like to talk to Pamodu in fact because he's the one having my video. Let him video me. Because he's representing many people in diaspora. And I'm representing the diaspora 75%. I want Pamodu to take me. Uncle Pamodu, I want you to take me personal.
Of course, I will continue.
Bro, back on with the
I'm going to continue my work.
Thank you. This is the second time I've been hit because of this kind of issues.
Did you? Naka nga def?
Jaama rek.
Naka nga tuda?
Man Malik Cham.
Malik.
Yeah.
Malik lan mo xew maa ngi cover the departure of Sidi Ndiaye ak councilors yi.
Okay.
All of a sudden ma gis people running after you.
Okay.
Ngay daw.
Yeah.
Sa kanam bi ñu fa gis naata ak deret lan mo xew?
Yeah, first of all, dama maa ngi tuda Malik D Cham. Okay, maa ngi liggéey Jamono Media and Products kind of in South. Dañ ñëw pour cover event bi tey mu nekk di sworn of the mayor and the councillors. So bu ñëwee gis nañ ne lifin bi li nga xam ne moo nekk councillors yi bu gaay soodee ba gaay génna ñu ñëw ñu ngay génna ñu gis push and pull mu ngi am fii suñ liggéey as a medialist dañ ñëw pour cover loolu noonu ma ànda suma caméraman bi ñu ngi ko cover so ma ne suma caméraman bi ne ok ma daare ko ma ne ko pour mu cover fi beneen góor bi dóor caméra bi ma ne ko ñun dañoo liggéey we are from a media nu ma koy we are from a media gars ñu ngi sol is it like sport coat la gars sol so sport coat su gars sol beneen man bi mu pousse ma bu ma poussé keneen ki mu ñëw mu hit ma so ma keneen mi hitee ma téye suñ tripod bi ma ne ko soo ma hitee dama laa dóor because dama def suma liggéey so ma koy loolu ñoom foo ñu jël testa keneen ki mu press testa bi suma loxo bi so gars yi follow up ma noonu laa doon dawee so pour su tax maa ngi dawuma pour because of dama doon daw gars yi non dama doon daw pour public bi ñu mun a xam this is visible la ñoom ñoo nekk di def lii because si groupe boobu mun nañoo toog ñu weedi ne ñoom defuñ ko but dama doon daw pour nit ñi gis di main pass yi ñoo xam ne ñoo nekk di def lii gis nga nu ma gars yi hitee suma gémmiñ bi yaa ngi gis nu ma gars yi hitee so last minute bu gaa xamee ne bu suma cameraman bi ñoo jël si gars yi ñëw di ma wax ne ok bàyyi mu seeda because of lu ñoo jaay mooy lan is it law bi moo nekk seen loxo ndax lan moo xew bi moo nekk di second time Gambia da ngaa ñëw ngay cover event as a media as a journalist ñu laa hit ñoom ñu bëgg a decide yow loo war a def te ñoom suñu diggee nonsense bu leen neex lañ dee wax dégg nañ fi ñoom seen boy ñu ngi saagandey ministre yi everybody ñu ngi saagandey ñu ngi wax nonsense su nekk so ñun ñu ngi def suñu liggéey at the same time jëlewu si daal lu hit this is second time lii mu ngi happen and I will not let this go. donc the same thing ñii ñu ma nekk di attaque showing up any card soluñ benn uniform pour wane ne ñoom they are from this ñu ngi liggéey si this ama government or ñu ngi liggéey in any stakeholders den sol normal civilian dress la gaay sol muy dress code boo xam ne ñoom ñëpp ñoo ko nduróole.
kon ñan la gaay àndaloon.
ñoom ñu ngi àndaloon ñu ngi woon in support of defending NPP seen councillors yi si loolu la under loolu la nekkoon so I cannot be identify whether they are with them or not but they are there to defend them I can say that they are with them. Yes. moo nekk si gars yi ñu ñëpp ñu nekk fi yëpp ñu ngi liggéey si media bi we know what is happening ñoom duga neen su nekkee ne ñoom seen membres yi nanguwuñ pour ñooñu toog joxuñ jaay toog waaye ñoom councillors jox nañ leen toog loolu ñoom seen business it's not my business man am a citizen like them time yi vote su jotee dama dem ma vote whoever I want so su ñu amee seen maire ñu dem through office ñoon la ko gars amal but ñun nekkul ñun ñu nekk si media bi ok non nguuri Adama Barrow ama dara lu ma si wax as a journalist but lu ma wax mooy let him address what he have nguuri Adama Barrow is not
waa yéen a ko gis noonu koo xam ne nag NPP seen councillors yi ak securities yuñ àndal ñoo ko toppa ñu door ko bañ ko gaañ noonu si kanamam bi ñu ngi gis nag moom tam wax na ak media bi ba tey rek ñu ngi fii buñ gisee ne dañ ñëwoon pour ñu inaugurate the mayor bi mi nekk Rohimari Klo ak councillor Sam yi waaye nag amoon nañ ay teexa wala ay xëccoo yu fi amoon to an extent gis nañ NPP seen councillors yi ñu walk out from the inauguration ñoom nag ñu def seen own inauguration boo xam ne bu mayor bi pare ak other councillors ba léegi nag ñu ngi fii nii si Banjul City Council seen main entrance bi ñu ngi nii di dem towards police yi fi ñu nekk yéen a ko gis noonu time bi nii on Gambian Talents TV